Good afternoon on what is a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Friday the 16th of August and I'm in the reading it with a nice hot cup of tea and a box to continue unboxing. What I've got in here is this. Free DCC Day 2024 Smoking Wyrm Folio contains one copy of TFSW issue 1. So I may already have done an unboxing of this, but not in this format. I'm just going to cut this open as carefully as I can. I want to cut. Come on. There we go. That and that, and then I can pull this out. And this comes in a rather fancy red little envelope. And you pull this open, and this is what you get inside. Let's take this out. And first off, you have a Tales from the Smoking Wyrm bookmark and an introduction to the fanzine. Essentially, this is in game. It's from the proprietor of the Smoking Wyrm, and in fact, this in fact is. I thought it would be Tales from the Smoking Wyrm #1. I thought a reprint or something like that, but it's not. It's Tales from the Smoking Wyrm #8. So I'm quite far. I'm actually getting ahead of myself here, but this is a release for DCC Day, which was the event that took place on Saturday, July 20th, and then August the 4th, elsewhere, away from the United States, run by or organised by Goodman Games, who published Dungeon Crawl Classics, hence DCC Day. This is an event that celebrates all of the Goodman Games role-playing games, such as Dungeon Crawl Classics and Mutant Crawl Classics, and of course the newly released X-Crawl Classics, and also celebrates in some ways, obviously, its community content as well. The Goodman Games is a lively community content and community attached to its properties and so on, where the fans get to create some really quite terrific stuff, including fanzine Tales of the Smoking Wyrm. I've already looked at the first couple of issues and so on. I've done unboxings of those. I've got some more to come. And we open up and we've got basic introduction. One thing that this doesn't do is that kind of the Island of Rhodes. I think it's the Island of Rhodes street scene, familiar from the pages of the Dungeon Master's Guide for Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which has turned into several scenes for the covers of the fanzine for its first few issues. And essentially said, this issue is not for resale, it's a free giveaway. And it's absolutely nice, great of Goodman Games to take the fanzine and essentially promote it like that. So here we've got the introduction, table of contents, and then we're straight into, or basic credits and contents. We're straight into, well, I should say, it's not contents, the credits page. The contents is on the back. That's me misreading it, because we're straight into description of one monster, the Djinn, kind of a cosmic take upon the creature. Something a bit different. This is quite detailed as well. And includes ranks for the creature, so basically you can have it appear different stages throughout a campaign, and And we've got a table of possible encounters with the monster. So it's quite a detailed write-up of the creature in the fanzine. And then basically the possible ideas for the Jin's Damascene, the vendettas and obsessions it might have as well. If you've got a table for that, and for possible goals, so you can turn this quite into a long-running monster if you want to, as part of your campaign. You can roll randomly for its methods and demeanors, quirks, and major powers. And this is quite some coverage of just the one single monster in a fanzine. Again, all accompanied by fantastic artwork. Similarly, it's dominions, so you build up quite an NPC with this. In fact, almost half of the fanzine. I mean, this is page 23. So essentially pages 1 through 23. 20 pages just devoted to one creature type. And then we move on to elves, the ones from before. Look at elf folklore and history in role-playing games. Just an introduction and overview of the role of the elf in the role-playing game. And then we've got an idea, essentially the idea perhaps of taking away the idea of Tolkien's elves sort of like fading away, feeling weaker, and having to go into the West. And you've got a table there of the fading that your elves might suffer in a Goodman Games game. And then the basic DCC game. Birth Augurs and Lucky Rolls revisited. This is a key part of your character creation. Your Birth Augur and your luck benefit might be tied together. Whether that's negative or positive. So rediscussion of that aspect of the game. And I mean, with all of the rules, this is really kind of falls into homebrew, house rules, that sort of thing. Culpeper's Herbal is a long-running department within the fanzine, and looking at particular herbs. Here it's looking at the bay tree, Avonswood, or wood Evans, Avens, and so on, and their uses and how to harvest it. Another creature, the Eye Wizard, including origins, pupil size and shape. And then we look at ingurgitation, manifestation, how and where it manifests, and looking at all its delightful glory, I should say, with multiple arms, a single eye, and actually a proper wizard's hat. And then we've got patron missions for Bob the Blues, sort of like one of the kind of froggy backtrackian kind of gods, and the missions it could assign to your player characters, like character hooks. And then we've got the ongoing cartoon strip, Onward Retainer, exploring that idea of what happens to, what are the retainers doing whilst the player characters are on a mission. They're standing to one side, getting on with the job, expected to sort of like leap in if there's a fight or help out and so on. And lastly, we've got a little word puzzle and the menu on the back. And that's really a nicely, highly produced fanzine. If you are a fan of Dungeon Crawl Classics, you're a fan of the fanzines, you definitely want to add this to your collection. Whether that's buying normally directly from the publisher, or via Goodman Games website, or if you're actually just fortunate enough to have obtained one from attending Dungeon Crawl Classics Day 5, which took place on July 20th, 2004. Well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to more unboxings of the Nook, where you'll see me out here with, typically with a box, but in this case, a red envelope, which I will unbox and chat about to the contents. It's typically a supplement to role-playing game or scenario, in this case a fanzine, published for Dungeon Crawl Classics Day number 5, for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook, and we'll be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.